Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I have completed the build, or it's not complete, it's basically running now. I installed all the components I can install for now, which is the CPU, the motherboard, the all-in-one water cooler, and as you can see, my power supply is on top over there. So the problem in my last video that I talked about was that I bought a very small power supply that is for a ITX case, and it came with a PSU cable, motherboard cable that is very short. And this case is a Phanteks NV5 case, so it's an ATX case. So it requires a longer motherboard cable. So the PSU should be in this shroud, ideally, and then the motherboard cable will be connected right there. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of distance. And right now, this cable is too short. So I had to place the PSU on top for now, just to test everything, to make sure the components all work. And luckily, I just turned it on after I plugged everything in, and everything's working fine. So I just want to remove this sticker here. Wow, looks good. So when I first turned on the computer, the temperature was 26 degrees. And after maybe like 5 minutes, it increased to 27. And so far it hasn't increased, which is good, because there's no load on the computer right now. There's no OS installed. I have not plugged it into a monitor yet. I will be doing that probably tomorrow. I spent the last maybe 2 or 3 hours setting this up, so it's getting late. I'm gonna go get some sleep, but yeah, it looks stable. It seems stable. Nothing seems to be wrong, at least as far as I can tell. The fans are super quiet. You can barely hear them. Yeah, I can barely hear them. I still don't have any fans for the case that I'm gonna have to order, and I'm gonna have to buy the cables to make sure that I can buy a longer cable so that I can route them better into the shroud. I'm gonna probably buy some like cable mod-esque cables, like the fancier ones, the ones that have like different colors. Yeah, not like these plastic ones. I'll probably get those braided cables. They look really nice. These cables look really bad. They're pretty decent. They're like flexible. So it's not like Phanteks provided really bad cables, but like they're still not, to me, they're not ideal. So I first installed only 32 gigabytes of RAM for now. I just want to test it. Just test with 2 DIMMs for now, and then I'll add the other 2 later. I already added my M.2 drive there. So as you can see, the temperature actually went up another degree to 28 degrees Celsius. I will yeah, I might keep this on all night just to make sure it's fine and there's no issues. Hopefully the temperature just kind of stabilizes. It doesn't keep on going up. this is my first time installing a water cooler, and it was really easy actually. I noticed that the thermal grease is, already applied, so you don't have to apply additional thermal grease. I don't even have thermal grease on hand right now, so I just used their existing thermal grease. Seems like it's effective. Also, the CPU is a 7800 XCD. X3D, I'm sorry, 7800 X3D, and it has a GPU. It does have a GPU as part of the chip, so I was curious about that too, because you can actually play games without a GPU on this PC right now, because I haven't installed my GPU yet, which is right there. So I'm curious about that too, like what kind of games I can run on this without a GPU, because the CPU has an integrated GPU. Okay, so yeah, this is pretty much it. This case was pretty easy to use for installing the board. I didn't really have any issues. The only issue, obviously, I think I talked about this in my previous video. This case only supports 120 millimeter fans and 360 millimeter coolers. And this, I don't know if you noticed, but this NZXT Kraken Elite is 280, so that means two 140s, and I wasn't sure if it's gonna fit in here, but I was able to get finagle into here, right there. So that's why you see space down here, because ideally this should be a 360 cooler, so it should be covering the entire side here, back there. But I was able to secure it to the back. It's actually flush against both sides perfectly. And I also use that zip tie right there. I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of blurry, to tie the fan cable to the case, so that this thing, in case this cooler falls down. Because right now it's literally, there's no screw. I didn't screw it to the case. It's literally on the case by friction, attached to the case by friction. But there's rubber grommets over here that gives it enough friction that it's really steady. Yes, as you can see, it's not falling down or anything. But also, like I said, I attached that part so that it would stay there. So I think it's a good workaround. So yeah, this is really cool. Like, this case can support this if you want. I mean, it's kind of a hacky solution, but I think it looks great. It doesn't really look bad or anything, and it works fine, because you can't attach these two to the top. The width is incorrect. I read on Reddit that you could probably attach it to the top, but you probably need to buy fan converters to fan adapters to convert these 140s into 120s. At least, like, you have these adapters attached so that it would fit on top over here, just so the screw holes will fit. But then, because these normal screw holes are going to be too wide to attach to the top of this case, so without adapters, I don't think it will work. Now, that's all I read about that on Reddit, but I haven't tried it. Apparently someone did try it, and apparently he got it to work. I don't know how clean that solution is though. So yeah, I mean, I'm only doing this because I made a mistake. I bought this case without thinking about what size cooler will fit. So yeah, I hope you guys, this is a good lesson for you guys, to make sure that when you buy a case, you gotta really read about the case's features and dimensions. You can't just buy the case because it looks nice or has a certain amount of features, but you're ignoring other features. You want to go through every single possibility where the case might not be perfect for you, or might not accommodate your components. This is very important. Yeah, so I can't return the case, and I can't return the cooler. So I can either buy another cooler, the 360, and that will fit this case, or I can keep the cooler, return the case, and get another case that will fit the cooler. But I couldn't return either item, basically. Remember, I'm in Taiwan, so even if you buy something that you haven't opened yet, you can't even return it. They give you a really hard time. Yeah, I was able to return a power supply here once, but that's only because it's a power supply. You know, it was completely sealed, and like, I think because it's a power supply, they don't really mind, you know, giving you a return. And also, I made a good excuse. I was like, well, I bought a power supply that was underpowered, so I couldn't power my components. So they're like, okay, fine, we'll let you return it. Yeah. So as you can see, the temperature has not gone up for a while now. It's at 28. Yeah, I mean, it shouldn't keep on going up because it should stabilize. And I think it might be stabilized at 28 now. Because there's no load. It's literally... I mean, right now, if I did connect it to a monitor, I could enter BIOS, and you know, play around the BIOS, but that's pretty much it. I have to install Windows and everything like that. And actually, my monitor has arrived, but it's kind of a surprise for you guys. So I kind of wanted to kind of do an open unboxing of the monitor too. So I'll leave that for next time when I'm, you know, after this video. You know, because the monitor is definitely a very interesting monitor, and definitely a very cool monitor. Okay, I think that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and can you please subscribe or like the video? Definitely make any comments. I'd love to reply to all comments. I'm not getting that many comments right now, so definitely will be replying to every comment I can. And I appreciate you watching. Thank you.